All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and we are back in the 6.1 beta APK test server, whatever you guys want to call it, man. And for this video, I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys on the Guardians of the Galaxy Epic Quest, because as you can see, as of right now, I'm almost at the end. I think I'm at the furthest point I can currently get to on the APK. Now, keep in mind, everything you see here, everything I say is subject to change when the update goes live next Tuesday, rolling into Wednesday. Okay, they can definitely tweak stuff, but for the most part, I think the foundation will remain the same. And some of you guys may actually be very, very upset in regards to the materials that you're going to need to spend in order to unlock alpha ray build or omega ray build, the new one of the two new tier 2 native badasses that we're getting in this update. So first and foremost, I gotta correct myself because I was wrong, very much so wrong. I actually thought for a brief moment that we were getting a free, listen to me, a free tier 3 Star Lord. How delusional was I? This is Marvel Future Fight. I did not learn my lesson. They send a message, like seriously, they sent a message to us on the anniversary. We didn't get a tier 3 Black Widow for free. Why on earth I thought they would give us a tier 3 Star-Lord for free? Some of you guys would tell me I am an idiot, and you are correct, okay? Star-Lord is most definitely not free, and he's actually heavily tied to unlocking and building up alpha ray build, right? So let's talk about it. As of right now, this is as far as I've gotten to. You can actually breeze through this thing rather quickly if you have the resources stockpiled on your account for playing the game for a couple years, or if you have a lot of crystals. So you can literally just pay your way to the end, and that would make NETMARBLE and the Marvel Future Fight team very happy. Do not recommend that, okay? It is pretty straightforward. It's just like a heroic quest or any of the epic quests that came before it. It's literally just a checklist. Go do this, go do that, go do this, go do that. Literally the same thing that we've been doing for the past couple years. Nothing is new here in regards to what you need to do. However, the story is a bit refreshing. I did skip through most of it because I want to experience it when it comes to the live server. So I did skip through most of it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But when it comes to the live server, I am going to take my time to go through it because they did hype it up in the live stream to say they put a lot of work into it. And I want to see what all that work equates to. So right now I have Beta Ray Bill looking like this. Let me show you guys. We're going to take him into some gameplay eventually, right? I'm rank 1 on the server, which means this is about as far that anyone has gotten with him. And I think this is as far as anyone is going to get with him because right now, for some reason, well, not for some reason, it's the APK, right? Danger Room is not working. Typical, right? Every time there is an APK, something on there is not working because it's just an APK test server, right? So I don't know why they didn't just give us Beta Ray build at 6 stars so we could showcase him like fully built, but it's NETMARBLE, it's Marvel Future Fight. You know how they do things. Like it's that, you know what I'm saying, like 10th level intellect that most of us peasants will never understand, okay? Or our wallets are not fat enough to understand what these multi-billionaire companies think about. Okay, so this is as far as I can get to. I think down here somewhere is where you get Star-Lord unlocked, probably getting pumped or Shi'ar Showdown, maybe even Final Shot. Sounds like, you know what I'm saying, very Star-Lord-esque, right? However, to get here though, a lot of you guys are going to be very upset. One thing I will say, even though this is not a mutant update, please ensure that you hold on to as much of your mutant materials as possible. For me, whenever I hit the cap with mutant materials, I hate getting that pop-up. So I'll sell a bunch of it. I'll keep myself around like 5,000 each, right? That way, if an update drops out of nowhere and a character needs to be built, I have enough on hand to build them, right? Honestly, I would tell you guys, hold on to all of them, even if you have to deal with that very annoying pop-up because you're going to need over 3,000 M crown crystals and over 3,000 phoenix feathers for the research missions that always are a part of the epic quest. Okay, you're gonna need black antimatter as well. You're gonna need chaos norm stones, typical stuff. You're gonna need both types of tier 2 materials, and you're also going to need 8 blast titan records. So basically, you're paying about 70, 75, maybe 80% of what Star-Lord would need to get to tier 3 normally, basically, right? So you're going to use a bunch of Phoenix Feathers, a bunch of M Crown Crystals. You're going to use the Blast Titan Records. And you're also going to be using, yes, CCF. I believe it was 640 CCF. Additionally, yes, you use, I think it was about 200. Actually, it might have been 400 and something. So like about half, right? It's cheaper to actually tier 3 Star-Lord through the epic quest. However, that is if you actually like the character and you are going to tier 3 him anyways, right? It's a cheap tier 3, but it's not a tier 3 that many people need or even wanted. So it kind of feels really shady that they tied him to a character that they know a lot of people wanted, right? But at the exact same time, you could just look at it like, I'm just investing all of these materials to get alpha Ray Bill, right? And he's going to end up being a badass. He has an awakened skill, but that's going to be like a different cost altogether, right? So you could like look at it like, you know what? Yes, they're forcing me to tier 3 Star-Lord, but the materials that are being used are simply for this man right here who I really wanted. It's not so much Star-Lord or Simp-Lord, right? He's just an extra. He's just whatever. But who knows? Maybe Star-Lord would end up being a really powerful character, right? Maybe his tier 3 will hit really hard. Unfortunately, because I cannot progress any further on this epic quest, I will not be able to tier 3 him unless they do some kind of a patch or something finally, like, I don't know, fixes itself on this APK. Because yeah, I don't know why they would give us the characters not at tier 3 and then make it so that we cannot get them to tier 3 to showcase, like, I don't know, the new abilities of these characters to, I guess, as close to their fullest that we can on the APK, right? So that's unfortunate. The rest of the missions are pretty straightforward. You can see right here we have 2 missions, and I am very salty about this, okay? I'm very salty about this because look at this mission. We have Darkhawk's picture, right? And you can actually farm biometrics for him. 10 per day. Cool. Just like you did for Thing and Human Torch. They put phyla-vell right here, but then they give you a massive middle finger by putting Gamora's biometric here. Realistically, this is just like a giant FU to all of the free-to-play players. Because this is literally just like, oh, wait, Darkhawk is farmable here? Oh, this is really cool. phyla-vell's picture is here. Must be farmable. No, she's not. Right? That's so disgusting. And the worst thing about all of this is they're giving you Gamora's biometric to do nothing with. Because she's not getting a uniform. She's not getting a rework that we know of. Right? So I am confusion. Right? Why would they do this besides just to like piss off people by putting, like, they could have literally just put Gamora's picture there, right? Like, why would they do that? Don't give people hope like that. Because when you first unlock the missions, right, you see the picture before you know what's inside. So you're like, if you're free to play and you didn't watch the APK videos, you're like, oh my goodness, a paywall character that I can farm 10? No, you can't. Right? It's so aggravating, bro. And I'm not even free to play. Obviously, I'm going to be able to unlock the character day 1. And you can still unlock her if you complete the challenges here. You get 25 biometrics for her. You use a 6-star mega rank up ticket on her. Those sales for crystals come around fairly often, and they do give them out from time to time in those check-in events or whatever, and they do give out mega tier 2. So it's not like she's going to be forever lost to you. If you want her, if you're patient enough, or if you were saving like items, you can have her. But it's just a massive like FU to people by putting her image there and then making her not farmable, right? She is gonna drop as a shifter, so I shouldn't be super duper salty about it. But I just hate seeing stuff like that when you know it's blatantly a f you, okay? Like realistically. Anyways, they put Nebula's picture here, and she's farmable. Nebula's already like decent. They have like her Infinity War, sorry, her Endgame uniform here. Like, okay, whatever. We have Cosmic Ghost Rider here. You can farm for Punisher. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every other character who is displayed here, you can farm their biometrics. So why they thought it was a good idea to put her image there and then put literally the worst member of the Guardians right there, it's just beyond me. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the missions. We have the Vault here, or the Fault. We got the Fallen Herald, and you can see you can get, if you're lucky, 3 of her shifter bios per day via this mission, and probably the same thing here. Unfortunately, I need to unlock further in the Epic Quest to see who's over here, but I'm gonna assume it's just gonna drop like 2-star, 3-star, 1-star custom gear and just give you a chance to get a shifter. Just like, let me just go over here. So just like, okay, what? Oh, this is not even done yet. Right. Nothing on, because it's an APK, right? It's gonna be just like stupid X-Men, right? Now I just wanted to show you guys that, but it's not done. Anyways, I can't see what the mission for Richard Rider is actually dropping. Like for Psylocke, you know, it drops Phoenix Feathers and it drops her bios. I'm assuming like it's gonna be bios for Richard Rider for a future uniform for him. But what it drops in terms of like items, tangible items that you can use on a daily or weekly basis, I do not know. What would be cool, what would make this a banger for me, is if it dropped a couple, I don't know, Titan component packs or a couple Essence of Dimension via the drop here, because the Fantastic, crap. Right, nothing is done. The Fantastic Four Epic Quest actually drops more than enough custom gears to go along with Dimension missions. So realistically, if they just put more custom gears as the drop here, I'm not really gonna be like too happy about that, to be frank. But again, I only want Beta Ray Bill, right? And I do care about getting the big man here, right? So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy Nova anyways because I really like him. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you're feeling about the information that I just shared with you guys. I know a lot of you guys, the main thing here for you is gonna be the salt about, yeah, Star-Lord. Okay, you have to invest in him. You have to get him to level 70. And I believe if you already have him at level 70 before this update, they will give you back some materials. Okay, I did fly through this very quickly, so I don't have the exact numbers. But when I get this thing on my own account, when it's going to be accurate, because they could definitely change values in here after they see community feedback, right? So what we see right now could not be the final product. I would like honestly bet money that it is, right? But I'm not a betting person per se. And I've been wrong before, and I hope I am wrong. I hope they see the feedback from the community and they say, okay, people are not too happy about Star-Lord being so closely linked to Alpha Ray build. So maybe we should lower the cost a little bit, even though it's definitely cheaper, right, to get a tier 3 character here via Star-Lord, even if you didn't want him, right, than if you were just going to go tier 3 any other 750 character, right? Why did I say 750? 800 CCF. I don't know why I know why I said 750. I'm thinking of like the low tier uniforms in the game that cost 750, which we haven't seen in forever. Those are dead, right? So when I'm thinking about like big boy uniforms, I'm thinking of like Thanos and Jean Grey. That's like the 1600 CCF type characters. And then when I'm thinking about like the 750 uniforms, I'm thinking about the 800 CCF characters. And then when I'm thinking about the 1000 crystal uniforms, I'm thinking about the characters that cost 1200. Right, a la Deadpool, Mr. Fantastic, etc. Right. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know how you're feeling about all this. I'm gonna test out my man right here, even though he's underbuilt, right? Because yeah, level 55 in World Boss, it's not gonna be pretty, and it's probably not gonna do him the justice that he deserves. But I know some of you guys have been waiting for him for a very long time, and now that he's here, I at least want to give him a little bit of spotlight, even though it's not going to be as, I guess, good as most of us would like it to be. But we got to work with the pieces that we have for now. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Peace out.